Hey y'all, Keisha West here. Let's talk about filing exempt throughout the year and how it affects you during tax time. Okay, I'm Keisha West. I'm an enrolled agent licensed by the Internal Revenue Services to represent any taxpayer in the U.S. before the Internal Revenue Service. I focus on helping, individual taxpayers understand taxes, and my specialty is in the trucking industry. But let's talk about filing exempt and how it affects you during tax time. Okay. So, one thing that I want to make clear is that I know sometimes we are, probably in a financial crunch and you feel like you need all your money as you make your money. I totally understand. I totally understand. And if that is you, and that's the reason why you filed exempt, then that's fine. But I need you to understand when you file exempt throughout the entire year, that means that you have not paid anything in taxes. So if you earn more than your standard deduction amount, or if your taxable income is more than your standard deduction amount, then you are going to owe in taxes. Because think about it, you have not paid any money in taxes. So when it's time for you to file your taxes, that's when you're going to owe. Now, there are some exceptions to this. Say that you may have a certain number of kids and you qualify for credits. So if you qualify for like refundable credits or any credits, that could also help you lower the amount of taxes that you owe. But keep in mind, because you have not paid any taxes throughout the year, then that's going to either make your earned income credit or your child tax credit, those credits that you are eligible for, that helps you get a refund or helps you lower your tax bill, it's not going to be what you expect, because they're going to take from that to make up for the money that you did not allow them to withhold throughout the year. So filing exempt for the entire year can really hurt you at tax time. You can end up owing money. Also, your refund will be lowered if you are used to getting a refund. Now, if you have found that you've been filing exempt without you really knowing, then I want you to reach out to your human resource department with your employer. Ask them to let you see your W-4 form. The W-4 form is the withholding form. That form lets them know how you want to let them take taxes out, or if you don't want to let them take the taxes out. Now, the W-4 form changed recently, maybe a couple of years ago. It changed the way it looked from previously. So now the form is designed to help you all pay as you go, basically. So they're going to ask you things like, how many dependents do you have? How many jobs do you work? So it's designed to help you not owe at tax time. But if you fill it out incorrectly, then this could be an issue too. A couple of pointers that I want you all to make. Let's say that you're in a good financial position to where you're earning enough to provide for your family, and you don't really need all of the your money that you're making right now. I would say that you could claim zero as far as your dependents. That way they will withhold more money from you. If you are the type that just want to see a refund, that could help you. But I know I ain't trying to get them all my money during the year. I want to give you just what I owe you. But that some people just love to see a refund. So if you are one of those people, then that may be an option that you can go to. I know a lot of people, they'll file exempt half of the year, and then the other half they will allow them to withhold taxes. I can't really give any recommendation to that. It just depends on what your financial situation is, and if you need the money now, or if you could afford to pay them later. It all just depends on your situation. That's why it is so important, you all, that you do not follow the trends that some of us are giving out on social media, because what works for one person may not work for you. Everybody's situation is different. So it's important that you find a tax preparer that you can trust to tell you the right thing, so that they can tell you, what strategies you need to take for your current situation. So again, filing exempt throughout the whole year could cause you to owe at the end of the year. So be very mindful of that. Also, y'all, I wanted to talk to you about how to prepare for tax time next year. Okay, if you are a business owner and you have not done any bookkeeping for your business, it is very important that you take a moment to write out all of your income and expenses. When I say write out, I don't necessarily mean, just get a piece of paper and write them out. However, if that's the only option that you have, that'll work too. But I highly recommend that you all invest in an accounting system. There are a couple of accounting systems that you can use that can help you. There's a Waze, and that is actually free. But keep in mind, even though it's free, you have to know how to work the accounting system for it to be beneficial to you. I would say pull up a YouTube video to learn out how it works, Wave app, and also QuickBooks. QuickBooks is not free, but it is fairly reasonable price to where you can at least have your transactions going in one place. Also, make sure you have that business bank account and you're not commingling your funds. Commingling your funds mean that you are mixing your personal and business expenses and income together. So do not do that because you want a clear picture of what your business is earning. So I would say if you haven't had any bookkeeping this year, go ahead, either look into the Waves or QuickBooks. Also, if you are the type that you don't really have time to understand how to work those accounting systems, I have a Excel sheet that I created for small business owners who really, who really don't have, the funds right now to invest in an accounting system or a bookkeeper. There's an Excel sheet that'll allow you to enter your income and expenses. It's going to calculate it for you, and it's also going to allow you to be able to categorize it. Now, you can, if you're looking for something like that, you can go to the link in my bio and get the income and expense tracker. It'll allow you to be able to, write down those income and expenses. But not only that, this Excel sheet will allow you to be able to hand over something to your tax professional. Because one thing we as tax professionals hate is to have to look at receipts or ask you, how much did you spend in this area and that area. It will be already done for you. I know that running a business is hard, you all, but if you lay the foundation, then it'll get easier for you. And once you're able to invest in someone to take over these tasks for you, it'll be all the more better. But until you can do that, I highly recommend you either get that accounting software that I told you all about or go to my link and get that Excel sheet. With that Excel sheet, you'll be able to use it year over year. But if you are looking to scale your business, I would say you don't have to necessarily work off an Excel sheet. Once you're in a financial position to where you can invest in someone like me as your bookkeeper and accountant, then do so. But I like to meet people where they are. If you only can afford, to do everything yourself right now, then go ahead and invest in the Excel sheet. And that'll help at least put you to where your business is organized and you know what is being generated throughout the business. All right, you all. I just want to hop on and tell you all about the downside of filing exempt throughout the year. And I also want to tell you kind of if you are business owners and you haven't done any bookkeeping, one way that you could, prepare for tax time. All right, this was Keisha West, your enrolled agent, helping taxpayers legally and ethically save their tax dollars and helping truckers organize their financials so that they can scale their business. See you all later.